for you and me.
That's not the jingle. That's not the jingle.
TNT
Shut up.
is
Stop.
your
No. That's not the jingle.
destiny.
Stop. Stop. What are you doing?
For being a T4T.
No.
Travel down the road.
This is going up on my channel. I'm doing the intro. I'm the Wojak. You're the Chudjack. I'm the Horse Jack. You're the Hay. Hi, I'm Tara.
Go on, man. Go on. Let's hear your jingle.
I don't have it.
I'm not introduced.
The jingle's already played at the start of the video. It's a thing we're working on. It's a whole funny. I don't know when this is gonna be out. This might be live in the first episode. Hi, I'm Tara.
Hold on.
God fucking damn
we're
it!
not doing an introduction. That's you
want a
don't.
jingle?
We're doing a normal conversation. I would like to ask the nameless void what they thought about the movie T4T.
You son of a bitch! You're
What
black.
did you think, nameless void?
What are you talking
What
about?
movie?
I'm at you. I'm giving you.
What
You want to
movie?
talk about the color? Let me talk
No,
about
the
the
color could be later. What are we talking about? The themes of the
Let
movie,
me-
you fucking retard.
Don't say retard. I have to censor this out now. It's gonna create.
Just put an animal sound. It's fine.
All right. Fuck you.
Everyone's gonna think you said the N-word now.
Someone's gonna cut my lines.
Hi.
Because someone
Hey.
decided to skip ahead.
Hold
for
on,
some
hold
reason.
on.
I
hold on,
need
Cut
to.
this out.
Yeah.
This is the fucking
This ad.
bloopers reel
I
because
need to
someone
read
thinks
this-
I should go first like a jackass.
God fucking.
Excuse
damn
me,
it.
I need to
Just-
read this ad.
No, you don't.
Uh,
No, you
this-
don't.
This video is brought to you by
Let me do the
Manscaped.com.
fucking intro.
Let
Let me.
You gotta use the right tools for the job. And trust me, your balls will thank you. I've actually been using Manscaped for months already. I own a couple other products, like the Lawnmower TM 2.0. They're ball-
Come on, read it fully.
they're ball deodorant. Because
that
it's
again.
the
I
only
used a
thing-
razor from the dollar store, and my balls
Stop interrupting the
cry
ad read.
every
What's
day.
wrong with you?
Well,
The fuck?
listen, I use their ball deodorant because it's the only thing that has saved me from itchy balls. Manscaped was kind enough.
Itchy balls. Ay,
Wow.
Papi.
I don't have that product. I itch my balls so often that I'm no longer allowed near schools.
Why would you say that?
Well, I'll have you know, Manscaped's got deals with the government, and they can get you off that shit. Okay, I swear.
I
That's
hate
the
the
ad.
government. Anyway,
Anyways, Manscaped was kind enough to send me their perfect package 3.0.
not. I'm going to
Includes their
use.
new and improved Lawnmower TM 3.0,
What
along
is-
with
Oh,
other
yeah.
liquid formulations for your manscaping routines. The Lawnmower TM 3.0 is the only water-resistant trimmer made with skin-safe TM technology, helping you avoid the absolute suffering that comes from common grooming accidents. It even has
What?
its own charging dock for convenience and ease of use with a battery that lasts up to 90 minutes on a single charge. The package also includes their Crop Preserver TM Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver TM Ball Toner, which I know sounds absolutely hilarious, but trust me, it works. I bought it myself. And to keep it super convenient, subscribers will get a new replacement blade refill delivered straight to their door every 3 months. And best of all, for a limited time, subscribers will get 2 free gifts: the Shed Travel Bag and Manscaped's Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs.
This is
Click
as
the link in
funny
the
as you
description
wanted it to
below.
be.
You can get 20% off your order, plus 2 free
Is
gifts
this-
and international shipping when you use code BTMC.
No, code
Manscaped.com.
T4T.
Our code T4T at
Yeah.
manscaped.com.
T-
Alright,
Alright,
sorry, we gotta pay the bills.
That's
okay?
a great ad read. It's not gonna be in the video.
That was a mouthful.
God damn.
I-
Anyway,
It was really
I
funny,
hear that.
and then it wasn't.
I hear that ad every day.
I think we're over time.
welcome back to another
anyway.
episode, another hit episode of T4T with me, your host, Tara Gaming. Today I have my co-hosts, maybe to be
Don't say my
determined.
name.
Shut the fuck up. Let me say my fucking line.
No.
You can't talk to her like that. You can't.
Shut
You can't
up.
talk to her like that.
Shut up.
You can
What?
record an intro later and
No!
add it in.
I'm
you
doing it.
fucking
I'm
bitch.
doing it to fucking have a basic sense of flow within the video. Let me do this.
I'm gonna flow within your pussy.
All right, that's Shelly.
got
She's, I don't know, some kind of artist.
Anyway.
That's Borker. Borker, say something.
Bork, 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 bork.
Yeah, she is
Chunky
also
Lover.
an artist. These are the T's to my 4 T's, and this is my cis E. Say something.
Don't say my name.
I already called him
What
the
should we
nameless
call
void.
you?
Oh,
A
That's
nameless void. I already coined it. I think.
All
That's
right,
That's
perfect.
a
you know what?
terrible name, by the way.
That's-
You're terrible naming.
all right.
Just use my online name, Chunky
Oh,
Lover
sorry, popping
73.
vagina.
Okay, I'm
No,
sorry.
Chunky Lover 73.
Okay, I'm sorry. I apologize for doxing you.
This is a terrible
Chunky-
opening.
Chunky Lover
Change
7.
the opening. Cut it at the end.
And
Make a new one after this. This is a
Alright.
terrible opening.
all right,
So mean.
my co-hosts, the T's to my T's, Shelly and Parker and Chunky Lover 74. All right, today we're gonna talk about
73. I can't believe you dead named him. 74 was his dead name.
we just got done watching the hit funny movie I Saw the TV Glow, starring Funny Man and it was a psychological journey through a vaguely implied trans experience. What are your thoughts on the funny after we consumed it?
I thought
Pretty.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good.
You thought it was?
I thought it was good.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. That's it.
That's my
That's it.
that's my review.
That's your review, huh?
What do you think of the colors?
Sorry,
Is
Chunky
it-
Lover
is it
74.
colors?
Okay, if
Chunky
no
Lover.
one's, if you're not taking this seriously, then I'm not even gonna bother talking.
I am taking this serious. Look,
Seriously.
look. Chunky Lover 74. I
I want
apologize.
to talk about my part at the end,
I've got
and then
the
you
giggles.
people are just not like
God, I love this movie.
listening.
Okay?
So I don't like. This is why I don't
Okay,
want to be included.
No, listen.
I wanna
listen.
listen.
Okay,
It's because of you.
I want to
fucking
talk
suck.
about how this is a film that about the trans experience, but specifically the shitty part.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's
All
just
of it?
about, and
Alright.
it's not like the look at this look at this woeful trans person, aren't they a sad sack? No, it's like the beginning shitty part. It's just about that, and I love it. I love that about it. I love it for that. God, it's great, right?
Mhm.
Like
I was watching it. One hand was on the mouse, the other hand was on my Johnson. I was stroking my shit.
Why'd you have a hand on your mouth while you
Because-
were watching a movie?
Leave me alone.
I don't think we can blame her for stroking her Johnson. It was so pretty.
Yeah.
The music and the colors were just so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Cinema.
Yeah.
I like how
Lots
in
of-
the opening
lots of
shot.
spooky lights.
Go ahead, say your thing.
I like what? Huh?
Say your-
Who?
Alright, never
Sweet.
mind.
You're saying something and then you forgot it instantly. 'Cause
I
you're a
like
fucking
the
pothead.
spooky lights.
You like the spooky lights. Alright, I like the opening scene where it
Smoky.
huh?
Smoky lights.
Smoky
Smoky
lights.
lights.
Smoky lights. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
lots of smoke.
I wanna there's like smoke and things, like totally, dude. Aw, fuck. Whoa, man. No, but like in the opening scene, there's a bit with the ice cream truck in the foreground, and we dolly in on that, and as we dolly in, the fucking soundtrack gets louder as we sort of focus on in Bop. And then we see it again, the ice cream truck, and it's got this really sort of smoky pink smoke just sort of jutting out. In both instances, it's a very green background. It's like puke green. So that makes in the first part where we see the ice cream truck, it makes the other colors pop out more in the foreground, and in the second part, the pink is like, color theory, because it's the opposite. Well, yeah, sorta. It's the opposite of the funny, so it pops out even more. I like that. Maybe my sheeness engorge.
Speaking of color,
Christina's throbbing.
the color is also used for storytelling.
Ooh.
He sees forget the show's fucking name already. The pink
Opaque? Opaque?
Yeah,
pink?
the pink opaque.
Yeah.
And then after he sees the commercial for it, he starts carrying around pink. He's carrying his sleeping bag to the girl's house is pink.
Well, it's kind of like a maroon.
Maroonish. Don't be a snob.
Don't be a slur.
It's pink.
Yeah, it's a shade of pink.
It's storytelling. Okay, and the living room that he watches it also has a pink rug, and then he carries around, and specifically the room where he watches the pink opaque in the girl's room is green, and green is safe, a calming color, and green is mostly everywhere. His house is green because it's safe. His room is green because it's safe. The football field is safe. But it also can be evil.
Ooh.
So when the time skip happens after the 8 years, green starts to mix with blue.
Ooh.
The movie theater is green and blue. He starts wearing blue shirts, and then he's safe, but he's melancholy. Like he's like drugged up, like the theme of the fucking movie. And then lady comes back, and it's at the grocery store.
Right.
The grocery store yet again
Is green.
The lights are blue
Very green.
and green, but behind her is meat, and it's red. Which red is a part of pink.
Visually. It's using
so-
the environment to tell a story. Through basic colors.
And then when they go to the bar, which is revealed the true meaning of the pink opaque, the bar is red because it's hostile. He's being attacked, and he's not safe, and thus he can't handle the thing, so he panics.
Well, because that's when he remembers his trans experience. He remembers like, oh, it wasn't just like a show. It was like watching it was a place where I like
felt safe.
Yeah, and like explored my identity in a way.
Yeah, like
it's like it's connected because it's so connected, right? Because like every fucking trans woman I know, like, you watched some like girls shit on TV and were just like transfixed by it for some reason, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Powerpuff
Some
Girls
part
was
of
my
you.
guilty pleasure.
Say that again?
Powerpuff Girls. I remember I really identified with Helga Pataki. I remember one time I saw commercials for a show called Mike and Og, right? And I had never I don't think I ever saw an episode of it, but I noticed like from the
Mike Blue and Og?
commercials. Well, it was called Mike and Og,
Miking off.
I think.
I'm miking off right now.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I know the one you mean.
But yeah,
That's
I
no
saw that.
movie.
I don't think I ever saw an episode, right? But like I saw from
You
the
did not
commercials
miss out
that it
on
was
much.
a
That show was boring as fuck.
but I saw in the show it had a girl character named Mike, and
Yeah.
for some reason that made me very interested in the show.
Delicious.
Right? And so
Yeah.
it's like these experience with these shows is also kind of an experience with, like, not even just like literally like, oh, he actually wore a dress one time with her, but just in like a like emotional level of when he was there
It's
and
spiritual.
watching a show about two girls with a friend who's a girl and just kind of hanging out, like that in itself was a gender moment, even if
Mhm.
there was no like um I think the dress might not even be literal, it's just like that's basically what it was like having that experience.
Let's talk about the skin.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this skin peeling. What do you think about that? What do you think about that this all the skin peeling to
Oh,
open up holes in yourself to reveal your true self? What do you think about that?
yeah, I thought that's great. I've always thought there should be more trans body horror. And
Mm.
like that's a great example, right? Is like transness is literally like cutting open your skin to reveal like the like goodness underneath, because on
Purity.
top you're just like suffocating.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, having a really itchy sweater on your bare flesh and then peeling that off and feeling the coolness of the air hit your skin. It's like that funny feeling. There it is again, that funny feeling. Yeah.
I do
I
want to
love
add.
what you said before, Shelly, about like just how in the end, like they they put their uniform back on and like they go out back into the workplace and they're just apologizing. They're just
Which is
apologizing while they're suffocating, and
Oh, it's such a powerful scene.
it's beautiful.
it's
Yeah.
it's like one of the first, when he goes to her house the first time, she says, "Don't apologize."
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end,
Oh yeah.
It's
he's
regressive
he's
behavior.
he's just
He
yes,
he's regressing.
he just puts his uniform back on and like covers it back and
In
shoves it
shame.
back deeper down,
Piece of
and he
shit.
just goes out and starts apologizing, and no one's responding, because just like earlier, just before, when he's literally screaming for help, and the entire room is
Realizes he's
unresponsive.
dying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's they're completely unresponsive, which is like it's shown like they
That's
literally like they're not moving and they have their heads down, which just like is it's just stressing the unresponsiveness of the world
two
to
trans
your
people.
pain and struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
that pain and struggle of
Mm-hmm.
just like
Oh well.
they are just not going to respond, which is so real. I mean,
And it's
like
such a powerful
I
scene
think I
as
mentioned
well.
this, but when I came out, like they just like didn't respond to what I said. Like
Yeah.
it really is like cartoonish, the level in which the world just does not want to respond to it. Um,
Right.
and he just starts fucking apologizing to everyone, and again, they're just not responding to him
I like.
because
I,
it's
mhm.
for nothing. It's self harm.
It's there's a cold nature to it as well, and there's like the way that scene is shot. It's a fucking wide shot, close up, and then extreme close up on like a couple of like little faces here and there. That's just such a great way for that scene to just like really spell it out for you. Just like to quickly cut from just the fluoride staring white woman to like Connor O'Malley or the fuck his name is, to like whoever, and it's just this emptiness that's illustrated in that scene, and it made my glurkin gherkin. Yeah. I like that. What did you want to say, Chubby Chaser 43?
Because back to the color, especially at the ending.
Mhm.
The ending is an explosion of color. with every single color at the fun house. There's red, blue, green, but that's overstimulation. That is like breaking down. He's breaking down, and the colors is blasting in his face. And then once he has his breakdown of like his realization of dying, he's on top of a green light. And then when he cuts himself in the bathroom, it's green
Mm.
because he's
safe.
peeling back himself and safe
Oh.
to see him true self.
Oh.
Deep underneath the skin because he's safe. But he closes himself up again and he goes back into the overstimmed color.
Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm gooning.
Color.
Oh. Fuck, that's really good. Yeah. Yeah, you cooked. I like how
Wait, what did you say?
We're in a video. Watch the video.
yeah, the video's gonna be up. You can rewatch it later. It'll be up.
Shit about the video.
Yeah, it'll be out in 5 months. It's whatever. Anyway.
If I care at all, it'll ruin every semblance of conversation.
Yeah,
well, pay attention the first time.
Ooh, I want to say something to you, but I can't, and I don't want to. And I can't say it. All right, no, like there's this I like how he calls out for his mom, cause you know, that's a real like universal experience. Like when we're in a funny of our own construction, we want to. And we're like sort of drowning, we want to grab onto anything that'll feel like normalcy, and you know, it's the relationship between a child and the funny woman. So you know, he was.
I think his mom would have helped him, and probably embrace it.
Oh, 100%.
But she died.
Yeah.
And his dad is a dick.
Oh, he's utterless.
You see from the.
He's like up the stream without a paddle. Basically, the mom was a form of his support. She's probably like a you know, big old support group gimmick, but then that went away. And she tried, you know, to get him to open up and talk to him. I think she had like cancer or something.
I'm talking about. But specifically, when he wanted to watch the Pink Opaque, she looks to her husband to make the decision, and he says, "Is that a show for girls?"
Well, yeah, it's weird. He's like weird and abusive.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a scene where he's screaming out like, "You're not my real dad," or "You're not my dad"?
Yeah. After he sees himself in the Pink Opaque, right, and sees like his own experience. Like he literally sees his own memory in the show, and then
do you think it's a step
showing that he is actually Isabel.
Oh.
Yeah. Then his head is like in the TV, and the dad comes and pulls him out, and like shoves him in the shower, and he's screaming, "You're not my father. I don't belong here," or something like. And then he pukes out the lunar juice, which I think maybe is just like, you know, realizations and panic attacks over it, and like the father causing like suppression of it.
Yeah.
That is always usually covered in blue. And
there's a couple bits where it's like it's kind of got that purpley tealy. It's just kind of like it's like blue and purple, which is kind of like pink and teal, you know?
For sure.
But the movie seems like it's mostly blue versus pink.
Gender roles, gender structure. Oh, well, golly.
Like it then goes back to when they go back to the school.
Sure.
Where the blue then takes on a new meaning for his friend, because she embraced the blue to save him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that's like a thing, right? Like, First of all, I fucking love there's like a whole bit of her, she moves away and like realizes her queerness, right?
Right.
Like I think that's supposed to kind of be the bit, right? Is it's not
Mm-hmm.
just she went back to the TV show, but like she found her place as a lesbian,
Yeah,
right?
she had to leave the town. She had to leave the space that was, wasn't accepting of her, and she had to go and find herself again. And then she did, and then she came back to help the
I mean,
guy.
there might even be a trans aspect of it because like she does have short hair when she comes back. So there
Yeah,
could definitely like, be like a bit of something there.
yeah, in the physical
But
sense.
but yeah, no, it's like a
Yeah,
thing of she went out and into the world and ended up finding her own space like in queerness. And then she comes back for her friend because he's trans, he's a woman. Um
why was he?
I really loved
Hmm?
the scene at the school. That was such a good scene with
The
the
Planned
stars
Parenthood.
above, and she's just like, and then I was 18, and then I was 19, and then I was
Oh
20.
Right,
yeah.
I felt like a doll asleep in the market,
she,
stuffed,
yeah,
and then I was 21, like
she didn't
chapters skipping on a DVD.
she didn't feel like she was aging. She felt like she was like existing through like just stages. At least that's how I interpreted it.
Oh, like it's not that's not a she. That's
Oh,
like a
sorry.
purely relatable thing of like,
Yeah,
yeah, no, it's like once you get out of like high school and reach adulthood, aging feels like chapters skipping on a DVD. Like it's just, and then you're 19, and then you're 20, and then you're 21, and then you're 22, and it
yeah.
just like
That
like
sense
once
of
you're out of school, like it's just there's no real sense of like actual
structure.
time passing. It's just, yeah, it's just everything kind of rushes by.
Right. Shit. Fuck. Huh.
Yeah, the film handles themes so well, but even if it didn't, even if it just fell flat in that regard, it's still just, it's so beautiful. It's
Yeah.
so aggressively pretty.
The cinematography, the lighting choices, the color, the color. Ugh. This shit
This
got
movie
me.
really
Even the
knew how to
music,
do
like
it.
I wanna like just search up like what songs were in this movie, and I'll probably download all of them.
Oh yeah, Alex G did the music for this. He's
Yeah.
like a popular indie musician,
Mm-hmm.
and oh my god, he does such a good job. Like he did a great job with We're All Going to the World Fair, but this was like such a step beyond.
Like,
Like,
yeah, we're all
Mm.
going to the
oh my
World
god,
Fair
I've been
worked
hearing.
within a very limited structure, very limited funnies within COVID times and whatever. This is him uh going all out, and he fucking nailed it. Ugh. Oh, the sound design in this movie. Oh, everything works in
Yeah.
tandem with each other to make just it all hit more. You know, I feel like I'm in. I feel like you could fucking hang this movie in the Louvre and I go, oh yeah, no,
I want to give special regards to electronic sounds,
oh my god,
VCRs, tapes, TVs, electronic, like electric wires,
There's lots of
Oh,
skips
ambience,
and like
lights.
digital tricks in the score.
Um, every sound is for the movie, and it's great.
mm-hmm, and it really helps you get sucked into
there's
the
this one
world.
scene where they're alone, like in their apartment, and they're rewatching the Pinko Pake as an adult, and it's just this like uh dumb, corny '90s schlop. What did you guys make of that?
I
What was your
think
takeaway?
like surface level to me, I just sort of saw that as like the older you get, the more cynical you become. Um and like
Yeah.
the less enjoyment you get out of things when the less enjoyment, because like you're viewing that through a different lens. You're viewing that through an adult lens. So maybe if you were still a child and you watched that, you would have liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
I
don't
think
see
it can
yourself
be
in there anymore.
interpreted multiple ways. Like that works. You could see it as like a um like he's deadened himself through suppression, and so he can't appreciate it. There's also maybe an aspect of the reason it was so good when he was younger is because it was a way of uh kind
Coping.
of yeah, it was a gender thing, and now that he's repressed that, it's
Yeah.
no longer a gender thing, and so it's kind of magic is lost.
A loss of
Yeah, I had
innocence.
wondered if what he was remembering was like just themselves like role playing almost with his childhood friend, you know.
Sure.
Do you remember that? Like being a kid and you're just role play as the characters of shows you were watching together, you know? And
Yes,
you'd
I
end up having
recall.
like your own little version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know, that was my funny.
I remember
Also,
that.
Hmm.
he's been like so far removed from the show that he stopped seeing himself in it. That it's now nothing.
That's a good
Oh,
point.
yeah, that's a good point.
Monkey, don't pay tax. No, no, but you're fucking spitting. Cause like when you're younger, right? Cause like
Ah,
you kind
I
of
had another. I had
self-insert
another
yourself
thought
into like
funny.
certain media, into like certain shows, like a little bit. This is just a smidge.
Everyone's a
Yeah,
hero.
Yeah.
I had a funny thought. I had a funny thought.
What's
Uh-huh.
your funny
What's
thought?
your funny thought?
Okay, so I think there's the bit where it's like it shows the line there is still time, right? And it almost feels like a closing shot. It's real, sticks on it,
It.
and then it fades,
It's
and I
just a
think
great
then it
scene.
jumps to like the what, like 20 years later,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's almost like this thing of like there is still time. It's not too late, but it's also stressing like how fast time is moving and how easy it is to like waste the time that you do have.
Oh my god. Wait.
It's
Yeah.
like the wait time jumps so quickly. It's like, yeah, no, like
Cause like he goes, I have a
there's
family now.
still time.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
still time. You can still do it, and it's just but as you don't, it's just more and more time is gone.
It it really carries itself as a suffocation. Each time, like he has a chance, he keeps suffocating himself more, and though there is still time, he's still in the hole, and he can't dig himself out, and he refuses to dig himself out, and that's I think the movie tries to capture is suffocation
He's in the hole with the
of inaction.
worms and the dirt and the
And the
bugs.
dirt.
Yeah.
You know, it's so funny, like when I was watching it, I thought like again, I thought it was gonna end during that scene where it says there's still time on the road. And I thought like it was gonna be maybe a little open ended, like, you know,
Yeah.
like, oh, was she crazy? I bet she was just crazy, right? Nah, she's not crazy. Then like, oh, you see them suffocating and like freaking out, and it's just
You see
at the
him
time I
panicking.
was like, oh, maybe I would have preferred open ended, but like as I'm digesting it in my mind's funny. Like,
Hmm.
oh no, I love that they took that approach. I love that they just were really
Right.
straightforward with it. You know.
Right. I think ending this on a positive note would have removed a lot of the weight that the movie carried. To be honest, I'm glad that it ended the way it did because for a lot of
Yeah,
people, that's
yeah, because
Yeah.
it's
that's
not.
that's the
This
case.
movie
It's a
isn't.
realistic.
this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
This movie is not about transitioning.
Hmm.
The movie is not about, oh, you get through this and now you've transitioned and you're living as a woman and you're happy. It's not fucking about that. It's
The
about
movie's a warning sign.
yeah, no, it's one. It's a warning sign. It's like telling people like
This is your
there is
journey.
still time. But if you don't fucking do this shit, if you don't bury yourself alive and go underground because, you know, hard to exist in society as a trans woman, but like if you don't fucking bury yourself underground, you're just gonna fucking suffocate, and all the years will go by and you'll be fucking old and miserable and you won't be able to breathe and you'll be screaming for help and no one will fucking respond or care. And ah, but it's about the whole spectrum, right? It's about
Mhm.
the joys of before you.
And we
It's
and we
about
see
the
that.
joys of
We
when you're an egg,
w-
and like
yeah.
the sparks you find, and the bursts of light you see, right?
Mhm.
But it's also about the miseries and the suffocation and just like the untenability of living that life.
Yeah, just constant suffering. No, not constant suffering, but like constant suffocation. The need to tear off your skin. Yeah.
It feels like it was primarily targeted towards the trans audience, but I think there is still just like a real message there for everyone, you
Mhm.
know? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 you gotta be yourself. You gotta,
Yeah. Ignoring
Well,
all the
I
you
trans
know,
I
you
think
gotta
subtexts.
show your true
It's
colors.
yeah.
I think it's
Be true to yourself.
I think it's a real thing of like these trans themes and motifs, they are universal because like
Mm.
it's not like the trans experience is just a wholly unique flavor of human experience, right?
Right.
Like
At its core, it's
yeah,
a feeling of unfitting and then doing like your best to fit around
yeah,
those unfitting circumstances.
yeah, like it just body dysmorphia is a
Hmm.
pretty universal thing, right?
Yeah, of course it
Like
is.
it's about finding your identity in media and struggling to exist in the world and not fitting in and like the struggles of like having to suppress yourself, like it's all stuff that everyone can relate to, but like when you put all the pieces together it is about one specific experience, but all those different pieces are very universal themes and experiences.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
very
totally.
it's a very powerful movie. And, you know, why would you
Yeah,
why
very
would you
powerful.
why would you do that? Why would you do your funny little voice there? I hate you. All right. Uh
Das powerful.
Thus powerful. Ooh. Final thoughts.
Das powerful.
Final thoughts from all of
Final
us.
thoughts. I have so many more thoughts. I have all the
Oh,
thoughts.
well, we
I'm
didn't
not gonna.
shoot it out then.
Yeah. Get up there.
Yeah, blow your load.
Yeah. TM. Blow your load, TM. That's what we're gonna call the segment.
Say it. Why are you not talking?
Give us your takes.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
What?
No. It's fine. Think. It's dead air. It's fine. I'll cut it out. Whatever. We don't care.
Think. Think.
I like
Think.
I like the music,
We already talked about
and
the music. You
I
already
said I
said this.
liked it. I thought it was really good, and I
How good?
like 10 out of 10. Good dog. What a great score.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
Um,
music
I
definitely.
love the look of it. Like, oh god, the show looks so good in the shots that it showed, like that ice cream man. Like you can really tell they like pulled from a lot of the different talents to like get the different parts for it.
Uh-huh.
And it's like it's like Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Twin Peaks
Oh, fuck. I wanted to touch upon
meets
that.
Sailor Moon.
This just to touch on it very briefly. The scene where that goth-looking woman is singing her little song, and she's in all black, and behind her is like a red curtain, and the way that's shot, it very much brought me back to whenever at the end of the season 3 of Twin Peaks, when they would go to that bar
Yeah, the
and it
Red
would
House
be
shows.
yeah. I saw
Yeah,
that
yeah,
and
it's
something
like the
fucking
Red House
clicked in
scenes.
my brain, and I went, "That's Twin Peaks. I'm cooking."
Oh yeah, she's
It's
just
like more
fucking.
media should like try to capture that kind of mood.
There's also like yeah, no, it's very much kind of represents like she's just like screaming and saying like a psychic wound, right?
Beautiful.
Because it's like that's what the movie is kind of about is just like internal screaming over a psychic wound.
Oh, the themes hit on the fucking the nail on the doorknob. Fuck. All right. What'd you give it out of 10?
It's a
10.
solid 9 out of 10.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
I give it a 9.
Wowzers.
I don't know. I don't know what's my favorite movie of the year, but it's either this or The People's Joker, which I mean, wow,
Nice.
isn't it great we're getting good trans movies?
It's a trans movie?
I can't think of another like trans film that I would consider like my favorite film of the year. And yet this year I've seen two.
Dos.
Spoiled for choice.
Alright, we got a 10, we got a 9, and Chubby Chaser 47. Just say your score again.
It's a 9 as well.
Oh, 9 as well. Okay.
Rude.
Alright.
But you.
I'm giving it a 10. I was hooked from the start, the middle, of the end. I was left with a sense of content. That shit took me on a journey. That shit was cash money AF, as the kids say. And with that, I
They can say
and
that a lot.
the
Say that.
tease to my shut up. With that, I
Never
and the
heard a kid
tease
say that. I'm
I
just saying, you're a fucking liar.
with
What kid
that
are you hanging around?
with
Hey, yeah, how come you're hanging out around kids? How do you know what the kids are saying? Are they saying it to you in bed?
Who's
Ooh.
talking to you?
No, she's like 5
Oh,
years younger than you.
yes, no, the kids
I
are
don't
telling
know
me
the
in
video.
bed.
Don't
Alright.
fucking imply that shit.
with that, I'm
isn't
Tara.
told
These are
on
the
the internet.
teas
Are you
for
kidding
my
me?
teas,
Let her end the
and
fuck-
we're done here, gamers and geeks.
I
See you
will
next
never
time
let
for
her
another
finish
episode of
anything. I will talk
T4T.